Excuse me whilst I likely do this emote for no reason. I could turn this off. Yeah, I'll turn it off. And also alt tab. But yeah. I'm going to talk about something music related which can be fun, I guess. I was thinking about all these covers I've done with lyrics and how with like Japanese lyrics and in the case of one of my other favourites, a parody, how I come up with the lyrics for them. I think my best example is probably Atashi ga Iruyo, basically the One Piece cover I did for that song by Tomato Cube, and also for a parody of only done one so far, but We Rich. We Rich? No, Caprice Gold, a parody of All Star by Smash Mouth. And you might be interested to know how I come up with these lyrics essentially. Because parodies seem to have gone out of fashion with most games. On YouTube, at least nowadays. Like, I don't see people making parodies anymore, even in a sense like covers like it. I think covers still exist, but not as common as they used to be. But yeah, these are quite simple really. The one trick you need to know is simply you need to understand what you're writing about, and that's really all you need to know. There are things that can help. For example, I'm not good in English. I've failed it multiple times and only come out of it with a C grade, which passed back in my day, which was only 12 years ago. But I wasn't good with it, and eventually I took up fanfiction writing. I mean, I was doing cringy ass romance and shit, and I wasn't really that good at it. I ended up branching into like action and doing unique stuff there. Just because I mainly did it about, I think Sonic, but I did others as well. I even did a Delta one, but I don't know. But it all comes down to understanding the world, and with enough fanfiction writing can help you with that. It's not too hard to do. It's just time consuming. And going into like the examples, like One Piece, there's over 1,000 fucking episodes. I managed it somehow, but I try to keep it in the perspective of that arc. Basically, it's up to like Skypiea, I think, or was it Arabasta? I think it's Arabasta. But basically, I understood the world and what it's like. So it's like about Luffy and the crew, obviously. That's what the aim of the song was about. And I included a bit of the dub lyrics as well, because they used to dub it. Just interesting. That's why I left that there. But I came up with the original lyrics just through understanding what One Piece was about, and also putting some of the elements of like later episodes in it as well. Like the sort of patterns they go into, like for some reason, even though they have a chef, they'll sometimes go out and eat. And it's often because they're starving, because somebody fucked up on the food. And it's kind of a funny element as well. But that's actually why I say like the lyric, go dashing into there, go for some food that you know will taste great. And there's like elements of that. Obviously referencing like the Great Big Sea, I think that's one of my favourite lyrics. There's no need to cry our eyes. I think it was pretty good. Honestly, I'm not usually that confident in it, but I think it's good enough. That's like a Japanese vocal version, but Deep Rock Galactic is another one entirely. Because everything's in essentially English, and obviously naturally it's all English anyway. It wasn't hard to sort of translate that in a sense. What it took was understanding the world around obviously Deep Rock Galactic. I think some of my favourite lines in that probably. I'm trying to think. There's quite a few good lines in there. Actually, I should probably bring up. Also, press or parody me. That doesn't come up for some reason. I don't know what that is. Yes, this is not on the Google search, but it's on YouTube. Yeah, I wrote down the lyrics as well, obviously. Looking kind of done with this little coffee mug. Mission launch ready to go ahead, obviously referencing mission control. I was just going to roll me. I've got to take my medication, get that out. So much shoot, watch out, key of each. That's it, all called dibs on the side seats. There's about rhyming as well, that's the other thing with this. Like, as much as understanding the world does help a lot, it helps with rhyming. A sort of rhyming things, even though they're not the same, sort of like a few letters. Like, for example, I don't like rhyming things the same way. That's why I said like each and seats. Like, they rhyme because there's a syllable in that rhymes. That's how rhyming works essentially. It's not saying like day and pay. And you can make it sound different by changing the note, but it's not always going to be that good. I did rhyme Grove low, having said that. There's some cases where you can't really, and it depends on the world really. Given how like small in perspective that Deep Rock Galactic is, it's kind of surprising that I got so much out of it. Like, I've even added a quote like in the guitar solo bit. There's a part in the original song where you say I reach for the moon, or some guy says it, and I was thinking like, how do I make a deep rock version of that? And then I thought, what are some quotes that dwarves say? And one of them happens to be, the truth is out there, so is gold. Like, what the fuck? And that's it. In place of like the moon stuff, I say go mine the gold. And then there's obviously like a reference to the Abyss bar. Some dwarf once asked, could I get a beer glass? I need to drink it to get myself all shit faced. I said, yep, rock and stone to that. I could use a little brew myself. We could all get a little shit faced. Yeah, there's like a lot of different like references, and some of it is like literally I got distracted by a annoying thumbnail there. It's this fucking cannibal incest, like, fuck off. I recommend that channel. Yeah, like, just understanding the world is so important to making a parody. And that's why back in the day I think people were able to like pull off parodies of like Minecraft and God knows what. I think there was Happy was one at some point. And you also had like crazy original stuff. I remember Toby someone. I forgot the name of that guy, but he had some weird parodies that were kind of funny. Parodies of originals, I mean, yeah, that's my sort of tips on how to write a parody and how to write lyrics in a sense. That when you understand something enough, you can sort of throw in all the understanding you have, like all the words and stuff. It's not too complicated, it's just, again, time consuming. Obviously, thanks for listening, and hopefully this will help. All about helping people write songs and make better music and stuff. I feel like nowadays, especially, that's more important to make something that people want to listen to and enjoy. You can find like details and stuff. Yeah, that's why I share my process. It's no secret. Unlike some people will say, but yeah, I'll go into that kind of worse. But then again, I have a can opener.